force, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I am Richie.
Hey, everybody, it's Tupper. Welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged, the toy show with Pep. We're back. Had a little bit of an internet hiccup. I fixed it. Round 2. You don't know it, but we had to do this twice. Boom,
Well,
here we are.
Know.
Now they know. Well, I mean, you know.
That's right.
You know me. I love exposing how the sausage is made. I'm just a big fan of that, and that's going to keep going. So,
I like to call
how's
that
everybody
shitting
doing?
in public.
Yeah. What?
I like to call how the sausage is made shitting in public.
That's disgusting. You're a terrible man. And I don't know why I do this. Wait, yes I do, because I love you and I love this show. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching our show. Click that like button, hit subscribe, comment down below, get reminders of when we're online, because we do this for you. Actually, we do this for us. It's just a nice side project that you also get to watch it. All 5 of you.
That's right. Maybe 7.
Possibly 20
Actually,
sometimes.
There's 11 followers on the page.
There you go. 11 people sometimes watch this show.
And counting.
We're doing it. And counting. Who knows? This episode could come out and like 500 people could watch it. Mm-hmm. We don't know. It's not how it works, but we're here.
We don't control these things.
We're having a good day. We don't control these things. We're just here to do the thing and enjoy doing it. How are you today, Richie?
I am doing well. I was playing with my new shelf that I picked up that you can kind of see in the frame here.
Sort of?
Sort of. I got some DC stuff up there, some Marvel stuff there, and I'm starting to put some G.I. Joe stuff down there. So...
That's right. That shelf will be filled in 2.3 days.
It's mostly full already because I had a bunch of shit over here. I haven't put stuff on the white shelf that I picked up over there because it's a little harder to get through with the mountains of laundry bags. But
which we will not show because we do not want to horrify the audience. It's funny because my partner here in Toronto, Kate, came into the office today and we were talking about something and she goes, "Do you have more G.I. Joe figures than the last time I noticed?" And I was like, "Well, yes, but you're in here all the time." She's like, "I just didn't notice that you had so many because now I have a whole shelf up here that's just all of them." And she's like, "What the hell happened?" And I'm like, "Well, they are my favorites."
It's true.
So, you know, it
Jen knows because she'll walk downstairs because my office is in the basement next to where we put all the laundry, and she'll come to get laundry and she'll be like, "Oh, he got something new," or she'll be like, "He got something new."
I mean, you do get a lot of new stuff. I get new stuff less frequently than you do, but obviously because of the show and because of our collections and stuff, we do have more stuff pretty frequently, I think, than once every 6 months.
Yeah.
So, but I am fast running out of space, and I'm gonna have to retool this whole thing in the new year, but I'm not even thinking about that or touching it until January. So
we're just space. I haven't
just gonna jam stuff,
but I've played more with Mo's stands. I've got the Dick Grayson Batman here on this one.
Dick Bats.
He's
old Dick Bats.
And this is the Platinum Dick Bat. And then I need to fix.
I feel like that's a porno waiting to happen right there. The platinum Dick Bats, starring somebody from porn. I don't know. I don't know their names.
And I used different lengths of the arms for each of them, and but yeah, I just need to figure out where I want to mount them, and I've got one more because I've got a Green Lantern one as well, and I haven't chosen stuff for the peg stands yet, but
he's flying.
Good old Parallax.
That's cool.
Flying. So
that's cool.
If you're in the DC Multiverse Canada Facebook page. Find Mo on there. He created all of these stands. They're awesome. Sorry, I just randomly got into this because we were talking about shelves and display and stuff. He's got some foot stands here, and he also had sent me a Superman one as well.
Nice.
That are all pretty cool. That I'll be putting various things on.
Well, you know, one of my favorite things about doing this show is that, oh, sorry, I got old man there real quick, and then I'm saying words wrong. What's going on?
Did you
My
say
brain is just
acetaminophen?
stroking off. Acetaminophen. I see those men over there. Is that how you say it? I did want to say a little shout out here. I'm recently converted to sugar-free drinks after resisting it for years, and I didn't realize that they improved the flavor on these so much. Look, obviously this is not the same as a regular Dr. Pepper, but it's pretty frickin' close, guys, and I'm obsessed. So this is the new thing.
I'll stick with my classic Dr. Pepper. Although I did
Zero
try the
calories.
strawberries and cream one a couple days ago. Really good.
I am going to be trying that next. It's just kind of a revelation to be able to drink cola and it's 0 calories. That's kind of blowing my mind. And again, it's not exactly the same, but it's very, very close. And there are times if you're eating foods, you cannot tell the difference. So
maybe I'll give it a shot, but I'm not a fan of the zero drinks. So
I'm telling you, this is it. I'm officially a convert. I'll never ever give up on regular sugary pops ever. Like I'll always have them on occasion because there's just something that comes with them. But this is great, and this is what I'll be drinking. I mean, there's still caffeine in this, so I mean, I'm still wired for sound. Mm-hmm. But hey, all I'm saying is, good to your health. A votre sante. That's not how you say that. I don't care. I'm fucking it up.
And on that note, we'll go to coming soon.
On that note, let's get to the toys. Stop talking about cola and get to toys while I talk through the
Unless they want to sponsor us, and then we'll talk more about cola.
Oh, I was watching another YouTube channel from these guys. They've been doing a toy podcast for literally like years and years and years. And they've been trying to get NECA to sponsor them for years and years and years. And they have way more viewers than us. And NECA is not, they like them, but they're not going to sponsor them. So just in case you were thinking, Richie, could we get sponsorship from a toy company at some point? Maybe not.
Probably not. Yeah. Pipe dreams.
There's no harm in trying,
exactly.
And we will keep trying. So if you're watching this and you work for a major toy company, send us free shit. All right, what's coming soon? What's coming soon?
We have some new images of the glow-in-the-dark Bane.
Ooh.
So in the one picture, you can just see it's done up, so you can just see like the what's the word I'm looking for? Pipes.
The venoms, and
not pipes,
the venom juice,
cords. Anyways, those things that have his juice.
Tubes?
Tubes.
Tubes?
That's the word. Tubes.
That was the word that was eluding you.
Yes.
Was tubes.
Yeah.
Are we having a sunset day today, you and me, where our brains are just really acting old, and we're like, what is the word for that? Oh, tubes. Tubes is the word on the YouTubes. We forgot tubes on YouTube. That's how bad our brains are operating. This is going to be a deranged episode, and I am here for it.
It'll be tubular.
All right, you're fired. Get out of here. Go home. You're too stoned to do this. I like this. I like the look of this. This is nice. I like the interlays of where you can see the venom flowing through his veins in the tube. This is good. Has this improved your desire to pick this up?
It has immensely, and I think it's gonna. When I see it go up for pre-order, I think it's gonna be one that I'm gonna add to my pre-order list because it looks really good, and I like glow-in-the-dark stuff. So.
I just like the design. It's a nice design. It looks like Bane. It's a big chunky boy. It's menacing compared to Batman. So
and I need those big ones so I can like beat people if I need to.
Somebody breaks into Richie's house and he's just assaulting them with a juggernaut and a bane. I come and do a police report and they're like, "Sir, what happened?" "Well, I picked up my juggernaut figure and my bane figure and I just went to town on someone's brain."
Yeah, it's true. Next up, we have something that nobody is asking for and probably nobody will want. The worst Batman costume from the DCEU. I guess
By a mile.
And I guess the motorcycle's okay. But yeah,
the motorcycle's fine. The motorcycle's cool, but like the figure is the design of this outfit is abysmal. It is horrifyingly bad. I just love that you said nobody wants this, which is the name of a great TV show with Kristen Bell, which is coming back for its second season in a couple of weeks.
Start that still.
And unlike the show Nobody Wants This, which everyone wants, definitely nobody wants that Batman and Batcycle, even though the Batcycle is pretty cool.
The first time you said it, it sounded like you said butt cycle.
Butt cycle?
Yeah.
the butt cycle? Buttman?
That's right.
No, Buttman.
I know I've already showed the next one before already, but it's just got a cool production image here of the Dark Flash and a zombie type walk. You really get a good look at how brighter the yellow accents are on the boots and the Flash symbol and on the earpieces.
It's very bright. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very bright.
So, and now this next one is one that is a remake of the Future State Superman, but it looks so fucking cool, and I am 1000% getting this. I have the other one. I have it, but the arm broke. Remember, it was like a stiff arm, so it's with my horror display, and Chucky is currently sitting on him, trying to murder him, but but this one is really fucking cool looking. So
however you choose to play with your toys, Richie, that's your business and no one else's. But I do agree that this is a repaint that is better in every way. I love the axe. I love the shield. This is nice, and I like the color scheme is really excellent with this. So yeah, good job.
Just another quick look at the Guardian here. I really like the textured look to his suit in these photos. They're really cool looking. So it's even more makes me want it even more. So words
there
are
you
hard.
go.
Words are hard.
It's gonna be the title of this episode. Words are hard.
That's right.
Again, it's just solidifying that you're going to be getting that Guardian figure. Yeah. So yeah.
Now for something completely different, but still from McFarlane. These look actually kind of cool, even though I'm not going to get them.
Disagree. Go on.
They do look kind of cool. This is Avatar figures. This one is the Colonel Quaritch, or however you say his name. Quaritch. There we go.
Jesus Christ. Did you even watch these movies, Richie?
I haven't seen the original Avatar in forever, and I have not yet watched the second one. It's not high on my to-do list either, honestly.
They're pretty good movies.
I'm not saying they're not. I really liked the first one. I just, for some reason, this property in the 20 years, and I like, because it hasn't mattered for other properties, but in 20 years, I lost interest in this property. So
Avatar, I think Avatar is one of those things that there is a market for it, and a lot of people do watch the movies. They obviously are the biggest movies ever, but there is something not as engaging about them. And I think that's why I'm so uninterested in the action figures, because like, I'm happy the movies exist. I'm very excited to watch the latest one. I watched the sequel. The sequel was way better than I was expecting. Super happy with it. Mm-hmm. But who's adding these to their toy collections? Like, I don't know. It's a very weird thing where something is so mega popular, yet people don't have T-shirts, or they don't have action figures, or they don't have buttons, or they don't make fan art of it. I don't know. It's very bizarre where people are They want to engage with it, but they don't want to engage far beyond with it. They don't want to showcase their fandoms. So I have no.
I never see people walking around with like Avatar merch. That's true.
Yeah, like it's just, again, people watch them and like them, but there is such a minimal cultural impact compared to, say, Marvel or DC or Harry Potter or Jurassic Park or Ghostbusters. It's just not really at that level. And I'm not sad that the toys exist, but I can't think of something I would want less than to get an Avatar toy for as a gift. If someone gave me one, I would be like, oh, yeah.
For Christmas, I'm getting Jamie and Nick Fury from Secret Wars, and you're getting an Avatar figure.
Jamie's not a fan of Sam Jackson, just so everyone out there knows from our other podcast. It would be like the worst Christmas Secret Santa ever. And for everyone here at this party, here is Avatar action figures, and not from the newer movies, from the original film from 2011. That's right. They are actually worth nothing. You're actually going to have to pay me $10 because I gave them to you. Yeah.
Next up, carrying on with the Avatar stuff, this is Colonel Quaritch's Banshee. I don't know how large these things are going to be, but I presume they will be a fairly significant size.
They're as big as your garage. They'll only fit in your garage.
Yeah. And then Nyari's Banshee is there as well. Then we've got her there with Jake Sully. So...
listen. Oh, go ahead.
There's one more. Varang is her name, I think, or Varanga. I'm not familiar with the character because I think she's in the one that I haven't watched.
Oh, I don't know. It could also be coming from the one that's coming out this December.
That's true.
So listen, if you're excited about these Avatar figures, please sound off in the comments. Although it would be hilarious to me if one of the 11 people that follows us is big into the Avatar toys. And then they get in the comments and are like, how dare you? These are amazing action figures with top point articulation and sculpting. And I'll be like, well, lost a new fan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
While
No
we're
interest.
on Mcfarlane, just so you know, Tupper, the Harley is now 78.05 funded.
You go jump on a train, go to the West Coast, and get fucked. How about that?
And I have still yet to succumb to the want to get this. So
you still got 19 or 18 days, so there's still time.
Yeah,
there's still time, Richie.
There's still time.
I feel like it's just gonna be like the G.I. Joe HasLab situation. It's gonna be down to the wire. There's gonna be like 3 hours left, and your brain. It's gonna be 11 o'clock at night, and your brain's gonna go click, and you're like, shit, I'm gonna do this, making this happen.
Yeah, we've got a very quick dip into G.I. Joe with Big Lob here. I'm not familiar with this G.I. Joe character, but of course they needed to make the black dude a basketball player.
Well, he was a basketball player in the TV series. He's from the movie. He's one of the new recruits, along with Jinx and a couple of other characters. And I think like Beachhead is the guy that's doing their training, and Flint is their field team leader. I don't know. For this again, it's a deep cut G.I. Joe thing. People will get this. I have absolutely no interest in Big Lob, which is a terrible name to give anyone, because it also sounds like Big Lob or Big Glob. Sure. It's a character. He comes with a gun and a basketball, which is it does feel low key racist. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But it is a reference to the 80s and that character from the 80s. So.
Also, speaking of G.I. Joe, although I did not receive my Raptor yesterday and it told me October 14th, I did receive it today. So.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a far cry. It was supposed to arrive yesterday, and then it was the 14th, which is like next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then it came today.
Yeah.
So, Great job, delivery companies.
Amazon is drunk.
Being accurate. Amazon is drunk. There you go. But he has it now, so a review is coming, folks.
Yeah, it is forthcoming. So
forthcoming.
Yeah, sounds official when we say it like that.
Is it? Does it? Does it really?
Or ominous. One of the two. Officially ominous.
Forthcoming. Forthcoming.
Now the next one isn't really coming soon, but I hope a specific one is coming soon to Canada. But these are hitting Target in the States, and that's the DC Sonic the Hedgehog stuff.
For God's sake.
It's hitting the shelves. Now the DC figures themselves don't look that great because they don't have great articulation. That's Shadow and Batman there. But I do like the look of the Sonic characters as, like, you know, the DC counterpart. Tails is Cyborg. Looks pretty cool. You have Silver here as Green Lantern. Now I wouldn't pick these up. I like them. I'm glad they're out there, and I think there's someone out there that's gonna like them. But I really kind of want to get my hands on this Darkseid.
Oh boy, Richie. Oh Richie. Why? Why do you want to put this in your collection?
Because I like that Darkseid. He looks good.
Yeah, but it'll probably come to the regular figure line. Well, not Mcfarlane, because they're about to lose a license, but it'll come to the regular.
We'll see. I mean, if I see this, I'm not going to go.
He's not going to be big. He's not going to be a big guy. He's going to be a little guy.
That's fair. He looks, maybe he only looks bigger because he's with the Sonic characters, so.
I mean, how big are the Sonic characters? Like, are they like this big?
I think they're like
that big. So the Darkseid would be like 7 inches, I guess. That's it's not going to fit in with the rest of your stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's going to look dumb. You're going to be like, that Darkseid is the same size as Batman. I don't like this. And he's going to go in a bin and he's going to cry. You cry Omega tears.
I'll grab him by mistake when a robber comes, and it'll just shatter on impact.
It's like when one of the bullies smacks Milhouse with those glasses comics that he got, and it's like, it doesn't even whack properly.
Next up, just a thing that NECA is doing, which is they are opening up their vault starting today. It's already started, and I'm going to bring up their website here in a second. It's funny you were saying NECA not sponsoring the people, but I'm bringing up all this NECA shit now. But on their website here at 11 a.m. they released access to this bunny suit Rocksteady figure, and by the time I looked at it just before we started this podcast, it was already sold out. You also have the I'm just doing a refresh. The Castlevania Simon. It's sold out. I just refreshed before we started this Predator Series 12 Viper was available, and it is already sold out, and it's $134. So wow. These NECA things are going fast, but it looks like they're releasing something each hour every day, and it's going on from the 9th to the 12th. So actually, by the time you see this, it'll be gone.
It'll be done.
But
it'll be gone. It'll
but
be
hopefully, over. if these are things that you wanted, hopefully you'll get it.
Hopefully you got it, since this is talking about the past, even though we're talking about the future. Isn't time dilation here on YouTube? Yeah, we're talking to you on the future from the past about the future that will then be in the past.
It's like days of future past.
No, not at all like that. Completely different than that. But yes, essentially. Yes, but no, but yes.
Yeah. So, to switch things up a little bit, we're actually not going to do Shit Richie Bought this week. Next, we're going to do review.
Oh, it's the review segment. Someone's going to be doing a review. I don't know. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I know exactly who it's going to be. So when it comes back from the extremely long review segment song, You're going to get something in your faces. Just keeps it going.
There we go.
It keeps it going. So my good friend, my hetero life partner, Richard, got me the Dark Lawn G.I. Joe figure, and I wanted to do a little review segment on this guy. And so this is Destro's cousin.
Okay.
I think. So it doesn't really matter the lore. He works with Destro, and he came with this long tube phallic bike back in the 80s, which was pretty cool. He obviously doesn't have that. He's here in 6-inch form for the first time ever. And I've got to tell you, folks, this is a super dope, super cool action figure. Yeah, he's just so weird looking. Like, this is why toys are popular, is because none of this should work, and yet all of it does. You know, like the color scheme on his pants, the camo shirt, the weirdo mask. It's all so bizarre, but it's kind of amazing. Like, it's really, really cool. Just to get a couple things out of the way, the articulation on this guy is top notch. It's great. He's got good range of motion. All of the joints are nice and loose right out of the package, which is great.
I like that.
Here's a shot.
Silver Faber is like, what's that?
So obviously it does come with a bunch of things, including a different head. The head is, I'm glad the figure came with that head. It's really for placing on other figures, though it doesn't really look as good on this toy, as you guys can see. But it's a super detailed head. It's got those cool glowing eyes, but it doesn't match up. It doesn't compare with the existing mask that he comes with, which I think they did a really nice job upgrading for the classified line. He comes with that super badass sword, which I love. He comes with that super weirdo gun, which has 5 ports in the front for blast effects. So that's super amazing. And if you have blast effects, you can throw them in there. He comes with a little gun, which is in one of the photos that you've seen go up, that fits in his back pocket on the figure. This is a really weird, really bizarre, but also really wonderful toy. It fits in great with the G.I. Joe Mars stuff and more the Dreadnought stuff and the Destro stuff. But it's also just kind of a weirdo figure that you can add to your collection, and he kind of can be mixed and matched with pretty much any other figure line that's in the 6-inchers, because he doesn't look like a G.I. Joe figure. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of the beautiful thing about it, is it's G.I. Joe, but it's not. Mm-hmm. And I think for a lot of collectors who are looking for stuff, like somebody like you, Richie, who's like maybe not necessarily into the big lore, it's just kind of a cool figure that puts on your shelf. He's so weird looking. The articulation is great. The paint ops are great. I mean, this is a solid 9 out of 10, and the only reason he doesn't get a higher mark is because he is more of an obscure toy, and he doesn't, I'd say, have a clean uniform look because of the design of the figure, but it is very, very much that figure from the 80s, and it's just so weird and wonderful and wild, and I love him. He's excellent. 9 out of 10. Good job on Dark Lawn.
Yes. It's funny, because I was in EB one day and I was like, oh, that's Dark Lawn. I think that's one that Tupper wanted, or did he get it already? So I texted him and he's like, no, I want that. So
the good rule of thumb is that if it's a villain figure from G.I. Joe, I will always want it if I don't already have it. The hero figures, the Joes themselves, I'm a little hit and miss on, because some of them, I mean, I'll never say no, but some of them I'm a little less excited about. But any of the bad guy figures, literally like said, any.
The good guys, they all look very army. So
yeah,
it's not, there's not a lot of variation. So unless you get someone like Snake Eyes or Law and Order or you know, like who else did I get recently?
Duke, Roadblock, Bazooka, you know, Gung Ho.
Something that kind of differentiates them from just the standard Joe Trooper.
Yeah, like Shipwreck's a good example. Shipwreck was a classic figure from the 80s, and he's so well designed, and I just love the upgrade that they did, and I hope that Richie is able to get one for himself, because he is a top-tier figure. But it is just funny, I think, to me, to think that I have about 25 they're up there behind me. You can't really see them in the distance, but I have about 25 of the GI Joe figures for the good guys, and on the shelf that's above me over here that you can't see, I have about 80 70 for the Cobra figures, because the bad guys are where the designs are awesome.
Yeah.
And that leads into the second review, which I was going to wait until next episode to do, but Richie just threw it in here, so we're going to do it now.
You didn't tell me.
Is the I figured you'd figured it out. Either way, this is the Televiper. Richie already gave you his review, so I thought I would take some photos and give you my review, mainly because it's not going to be that glowing. Like, I was so excited for this figure. I'm super happy that they put it out in the retro line, because I didn't want to get the Trouble Bubble. And the upgrades that they made from the Trouble Bubble figure to this figure are definitely, I think, positives. And I think that if you were a collector of the line in the 80s and you're excited about the line now, this is the Televiper that you would want. But it's not perfect. Now, you can see here I put a photo of the backpack and the plug that goes into the back of the figure. Too long. Richie mentioned it. I snipped mine. I
snapped my first one.
Well, yeah, you broke the whole thing off. I used snippers and I did clip it a little bit, and that's why I took this photo of the backpack, because it does now fit flush against the Televiper's back. But if you don't do that clip, you're not going to get that, and it is really something that you do want to do.
You're going to be snipping mine when you come in.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of that for you, because it fits much better. The things that I don't love about this figure are that there's nothing on the wrists, so it is matching up with the 80s toy, but that there is something about the way the hands connect to the wrists, which leave a little bit of a gap. I don't love it. I really wish he was been wearing a watch or something. They should have included that with the retro figure, because you can really notice that line. It's a bit of a bummer. Mm-hmm. So I don't love that. The two heads that come with it, with the alert and what the written on them, that's kind of a novelty thing from the cartoon, and I'm not upset about it, but the face is exactly the same. Mm-hmm. You can see in the photos as I'm posting them, it's the exact same face. They just put different coloring over it, and I'm going to reiterate what a bunch of other toy collectors and toy reviewers have said, that the red on the mask is very hard to read, and it should be a lot more distinctive. They should have gone with the darker red so that it stands out more, because it's really hard to tell. These are two heads that are the same, and they're going in a bin. Like, they're not going to get replaced. We're not going to be using them again. And the fact that they're the exact same head, just with different words on it, kind of a bummer. But the articulation on the Televiper is nice. I love the sneer on his face on all three heads. And I love the sound effects. You can also put stuff, there's a port there for blast effects there, so you can put some stuff, maybe more of the soundy looking effects that come with your figures can go in there to make it look like a sound thing.
It's it has nice. Sound effects? I don't know these sound effects. What are you talking about?
Well, I got any kind of blast effect that'll fit into that port. Mess around with your blast effects. You probably have 1,000 of them if you're like every other toy collector, and there may be something that works in there. I don't have anything, but your mileage may vary. He's fine, but he's no one's favorite, and I'm glad I have him. But for me, it's rocking at about a 7.5 on the review scale, because he is very bland. He's very average. He comes with no other gun besides his information collecting gun. It took me forever to get the tubes to plug into both the gun and the backpack. Finally, I was able to get them in there solidly. I had no
problem on them. I don't know. First time.
Yeah, they weren't going in, and eventually they just finally slotted into place, and then they were in there nice and snug. But it was a little bit of a trial and error to get it there the couple of times I was messing around with them. So yeah, this is great, but I feel like the Televiper is for completionists only, or people like Richie who are like, I'm getting this because it was referenced in a song. Yeah. It's fine. But for God's sakes, don't spend $40 or more on this toy. It's really not worth it for that. But I'm happy I have it. But I can only go 7.5 on it, because it's just kind of Yeah. It exists.
Now, we're gonna move into shit Richie bought this week, but it's also gonna be a review because the first thing was an experience in its opening.
I am so excited for Richie to talk about this. You have no idea. I don't even want to talk
Shit Richie bought this
over the
week.
theme song.
You know, it's good.
That's how that's how excited I am.
As you all know, I think we brought it up last week that I was getting the Crimson Strike Force 3-pack because of my wonderful team at EB Games at Plast Orleans in Orleans.
Wonderful city of Ottawa, Ontario,
Right.
Canada.
Because I found it on the website for 76 plus tax, and they didn't have any, but there was. It said they had a few at Brockville. Turns out they had 2, and they sent it over. And so, first thing when you first get this thing, it looks awesome because. And I'm gonna start with the pictures because it just looks like this very cool briefcase. And it's got like this tube, this sleeve that you then slide it out, and you see this. I guess that's bloodied suitcase, or maybe it's rust.
War-torn.
I don't know. War-torn, battle damaged. Yeah, so like, oh, that's cool. But it doesn't stop there because then you lift it up. And you got like them in the Phantom Zone, not really, but but it gives that kind of vibe. And that looks really cool. And then on top of the figures, before you even see the figures, you got this cool like Cobra file that actually at the top there. That's a not diagram, blueprint for a BAT, a bat.
Nice.
I didn't notice it until I was putting it away for after I had already taken the pictures, so I was too lazy to do it. But on the reverse of that, it looks like gold bars. It's like like stacks of gold bars.
Oh, nice.
But then you lift it, and they're all in their own individual slots. I'll have to say, this is the only G.I. Joe figure that I have picked up so far that actually had them like fastened in with like the plastic clips.
Twist guys?
Yeah, not the twist ties, like the actual like the plastic wrap around the Mcfarlane plastic that you get.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, Baroness had more I say restraints, but they're not restraints, but they had more things in her, except I don't think it was necessary, so it's like it was just weird.
That's a phrase that I don't think we should have uttered on this podcast.
Yeah.
She had more things in her.
Yeah, not in her, but she had more of the plastic attachments
She
to
had
keep her
more ties.
more fasteners. So like
Yes, but she likes it because she's a little bit of an S&M freak. Let's be honest. Actually, that's not canon. But you know what? Her and Destro have a relationship in the cartoon and in the comics. I'm sure they're into a little BDSM.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm certain
she
they
wears
are.
leather all
They
the
gotta
time,
be.
for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Then you pull them out, and they all actually have their. I think I have it later in later pictures, but they all have their own like gold stands for the GI Joe stands, and they each have their own little box of accessories, and. Man, are there all kinds of fucking accessories. I think this is the most accessories that I've gotten with figures, and I know that it's 3 figures, so it's kind of cheating, but yeah. So the brothers come with the same thing that are on the reverse sides of their bodies and the thing, but so you have like the pistol with a silencer, a couple blades there. There's the stand, and then we move into the other one. Is same thing because they're twins.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you go into the Baroness stuff, and man, does she have a lot of shit, like guns, pistols. She's got blades. She's got different pairs of glasses, different faces, different hair. I'll pull up the faces here in a second.
This is what I was jealous about, is because my Baroness figure did not come with nearly half of that stuff. I mean, my Baroness figure came with the Cobra Coil, the motorbike, and she came with a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, but she did not come with any like additional glasses or heads or hair. Yeah. And I am jealous that Richie gets this.
And then there's the three of them there, all posed together. And then I think I've got them each and they're solo on each side, but they're fantastic colors. The gold really looks really good with the crimson. It really is a good color combo. It looks really striking, and it's literally the reason why seeing this set was the reason why I wanted to get the crimson stuff. It was because these look so cool, and I'm not disappointed at all. And I would have to say I give this like a 9 out of 10, just because there's always room for improvement. But I
mean, one of my issues with the Crimson Twins themselves, which I got originally, is that they are very bland on their own. I think there's something missing from the head sculpts. They have a very simple look, and they're never going to be doing a like classic retro carded back version of these guys, because they basically they're one for ones. They're upgrades. Like they're the exact same as you get in the 80s, but they're very bland and they're very uninteresting. They're nicely done, but they're kind of blah. So like you're really I guess the incentive to get this collection is that like you paid $80-something for it. That's really good for 3 toys and a ton of action figure accessories. Yeah. So I like that element to it. But the Baroness to me is the reason to get this set, because of the different head sculpt and the different hair and all of the accessories that she's ever come with.
Its original retail price was like $129 as well. So.
Oh my God, like $80 ish is just a fantastic price to pay for this set. Obviously, the box art is great and everything in it is great. And the color scheme is nice. Like I knew this was going to be a winner, but I'm happy you got the most out of it.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have the Uncanny X-Men Storm from still with Hasbro, but Marvel Legends. Interesting enough, I don't have any other Marvel figures with any soft goods, let alone cape. So for Storm to have an actual cloth cape is really cool. It could be improved if it had wire, so you could pose it better. But with the stand that I use in the photos here, you can sort of make the cape will look a little bit more dynamic, but it is a really nice figure, and it is my favorite look for Storm. So
agreed.
It is,
yeah, it's nice. Like, but we knew, I think it was going to be nice.
Yeah. And the lightning effects are really cool as well.
The soft goods, is it like fabric, or is it like a shiny, vinyl?
It's a shiny vinyl. Where did I put her? Where is she?
Literally just got the toy, already lost her already.
Where did I put her?
That's hilarious.
I don't know where I put her at the moment.
That is hilarious. She's gone walkabout. She's gone on a mythic quest. She fell through the Siege Perilous, and now she's missing. That is a deep cut X-Men reference, and if you are watching this and you get that reference, please be our friend, because.
No, I know where she is. She's in the shelf there.
Richie's still looking,
now, but
she's buried in the back.
She's buried in the back, and I'm not moving everything else to get her right now, because that shelf, the Marvel shelf on that shelf, is looking pretty cool. So
he's like, fuck it, figure it out.
So if you want, you can come over and you can look at it.
Fair. I will.
So that cool. And that's we'll do Raptor next week, because obviously I just got him today, so I don't have I haven't even opened him yet. I haven't even opened the Amazon box. I'm just like, I got the Amazon box.
It's him.
I know it's him, but I have a top 5 for
Oh,
you.
Richie is doing themed holiday entry.
Yeah,
a
that's
themed
right.
holiday entry for the time of year we're in. As I talk over the top 5 zone, what I think is just the numbers being counted backwards.
Yeah, it's already done. I'm just trying to find my switch back to us, because I still don't have the plugin fixed for the Stream Deck to work properly with Streamlabs, so I have to like manually control things with the mouse and my. It's so annoying.
Get that Steam Deck, you jag.
Stream Deck.
Stream Deck. What did I say? Steam Deck?
Steam Decks are different things.
Whatever.
So
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm
not a tech.
I'm doing
not
my
a techo.
top 5 horror figures. If you've listened to any of our stuff, you guys know that I'm a horror fan, and if you've watched this show, you know that I'm a horror toy fan as well. So which I've gotten a lot of this year. So I decided to pick out my top 5 of my current horror figures. So coming in at number 5 is one that you guys saw very recently. It's a recent acquisition, but one of my more favorite obscure horror properties. This is Blade from Puppet Master. If you haven't watched that stuff, you should. It is great stuff. These are tiny figures, but they look really cool. He comes with like a bloody blade and like a clean blade. He also has that bloody face that I have on him and a non-bloody face. But why would you not have the bloody stuff up?
I agree. Maybe you have Christian neighbors and they sometimes come over for tea, and you have your action figure displayed in the living room.
You don't want neighbors, they would not be coming over for tea.
You don't want to offend them. I'm not saying you, Richie. I'm saying people in general.
Because I would want to offend my Christian neighbors.
And he does. He frequently does. So. There have been petitions to remove the Satan Lives banner that he puts up every year from October 25th to I want to say February. It's just part of his Christmas display too. Well, I mean, you know what? I approve. There is that one change that Richie makes from the 24th to the 26th, which is instead of saying Satan lives, it says Santa lives. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I feel that's nice. I think that's nice for those 3 or 4 days. Yeah. And then it's back to Satan.
That's those small touches, right? So
those little things. That's all that matters.
Coming in at number 4 is my Michael Myers. I think this is, I can't remember which edition that I bought. I think it's from the newer ones. I think it's Halloween. I think it's the first of the Halloween ones, but it's a Michael Myers. He's got that pumpkin there. He's got the beheaded and crushed in face as well that I have him holding. But I also have him holding the lit up pumpkin, which I did not know when I first picked this up, that the pumpkin light lit up. And I texted Tupper very excitedly, and I was like, the fucking pumpkin lights up, dude. And that's
how cool that accessory is that I was excited about an accessory.
Yeah, of a horror figure.
Of a horror figure, which I have very, very few. Alien figures don't count.
Yeah.
They don't count. Those are monster figures, they're not horror figures, so fight me.
Well, wouldn't monsters be a like subgenre of horror?
I said what I said. Sam?
That was number 4, right? I'm losing track of my numbers. Number 3, I think this is the first of my newer horror figures. Well, it's not a new one, but it's a first of my new to me purchases, and that's this Friday the 13th Part 6 version of Jason, my favorite one, where he gets resurrected in the graveyard with that spear thing shoved in his body because Tommy doesn't believe he's dead, and he slams it in the corpse in the ground, and then lightning strikes, and it brings him back to life, and he punches a hole in Tommy's friend's stomach, and it's awesome.
So let that be a lesson to you, folks. If you are worried that a monstrous, unkillable killer that you've killed is not actually dead, let sleeping dogs lie. Just leave it alone,
Exactly.
because you could be involuntarily responsible for bringing him back to life and
Inadvertently.
putting a hole in your friend's chest,
Yeah.
which I hear is really hard to recover from.
Also, the mask does come off. He has a more ghoulish face in this one because, like in the movie, he was like a decaying corpse basically, and that's what he looked like under the mask at the time. So yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, so we got a couple of the greats, one obscure, two of the greats, and I would be remiss if I did not include this.
Puppet Master is
great.
not one of the greats, Richie.
I said two of the
Puppet
greats.
Master
I
is
said
not
two
one.
of the
Puppet
greats,
Master.
Michael Myers and
all right.
Jason. But I
All
would be
right.
remiss if I did not include this figure, and especially after having spent Ottawa Comic Con with Robert Englund himself. This Nightmare on Elm Street figure, this Ultimate Freddy, is awesome. I think I decided to buy this when we got the $200 from Doug Ford. I was like, "Fuck him! I'm buying an action figure." So, because this thing was like $80, and I was like. I was like humming and hawing for the longest time. I'm like, I got a free $200. I'm spending it on action figures. And there's another one I got too, but the Freddy was the main one. So,
Well, nothing says go to hell like here's a child murderer toy.
yeah.
Go to hell, Doug Ford.
Cool thing is he does have this like peeled face that he can stick on as well. That's from one of the movies. I'll give you a better look at what it looks like off of the figure, but it just kind of like clicks over the face very easily. One of my favorite scenes in all of the Freddy movies is when he's counting off the ways of how they tried to kill him, and he's cutting off his fingers as he does it, and he has like green stuff shooting out of his finger when he does it. That's in that photo. I love that. I'm going to give it a little zoomed picture of the Freddy face here. One of the Freddy faces anyway, because there are a few in the set. But it is a really good figure, and one of the great horror icons himself.
Horror icons, yes. And I just wanted to reiterate, because sometimes we say horror and it sounds like horror. Horror. And we look, sex work is work, so we're not here to criticize sex workers. We love them. We just want to make sure we're not saying horror, we're saying horror.
That's right.
Horror.
Now moving on to number one, this figure you saw earlier this year as well, but it is my favorite horror figure that I've picked up ever so far. So you might see it on other lists like my top 10 figures later on this year, but my Surf's Up Chucky is just...
You're obsessed with this toy. You are obsessed.
I fucking love this thing. It is. I did include all the pictures. I was a little lazy. I didn't take new pictures. I just used the old pictures from before, from when we used
Which
it.
no one would have known, but you had to say it out loud.
I know. Well, it was very obvious. All my other pictures had the same background, and then all of a sudden this one has Chucky and Fantastic Four stuff behind it. So
Richie just continuously taking a shit in public, as he coined earlier. We're not using that past this episode, by the way. I just want to make that clear. You're never going to hear it again on this podcast. It's disgusting, but it is apropos in this instance.
Yeah, and but it's such a just Chucky surfing is so much fun, and if you didn't get a chance to get this figure, you're missing out, because it's a fucking surfing Chucky. Like, what else could you ask for? And
I just think because of the sheer number of accessories that come with it, if you even have a mild passing interest in Chucky, this is something you need to add to your collection. Like, I think it's great, and I have zero interest in Chucky, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, I do have a great interest in Chucky, because I have 3 other Chuckies at this moment. And there is that like blind box six set of 6 that I do want to get from NECA at some point. Oh, it's 2:00. Before we wrap up, we should see what the latest NECA Vault one is. It is a Nosferatu retro glow in the dark Count Orlok, and it's already sold out, and it's already $205.
Wow. I mean, the production numbers on those must be fairly low. So, I mean, maybe 20 or 30, and that's really their benchmark. But still, it's pretty.
These are
pretty
highly
crazy.
sought after NECA that are hard to find. So it's probably the NECA Vaults. They've probably secured a small amount that they're going to put out every once in a while. So I'll be very interested to see what comes out the rest of the days, because it is going on until the 12th, which will be well after the time that this is going to be airing, because we recorded another episode, 2 days ago, that is airing before this one. So yeah,
that's right. Yes, this will be like the 22nd or something like that of the month. So it'll be long past by the time you're watching this. But in our next episode, maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more as well, and tell you some of the things that you missed, or maybe got, if you were in the know. But it's also, I think it's fun to spoil things for people.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's funny if somebody is watching this show and then they're like, oh, there's a NECA sale on? Oh, it was 2 weeks ago. Oh.
Those fucking bastards.
And then the next episode, we're like, here's all the fun things you missed from that NECA sale. And they were like, oh, they're just rubbing salt into the wound. Like, yeah, that's what this whole episode, that's what our whole show is. Rubbing salt into the wound. Here's cool shit. And if you don't get it when it came out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So life in 2025. That's
right.
just
the way
that's
it
really
goes.
what we're doing here.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
And there you have it, folks. Don't forget, if you're watching this, you already have liked and subscribed to us on YouTube. But if you haven't,
fucking like us,
hit that bell,
fucking subscribe,
get that
Bing.
ding, share it with your friends, get us another 11 subscribers.
So aggressive. Bing.
So, yes. And next week, we will have some cool stuff. There's already images as we speak coming out from New York Comic Con that are looking pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have the Raptor. Unfortunately, Tupper, the Weapon X that was supposed to come out tomorrow has now been pushed back to the 31st of October. So that will be a little bit before we see that. And, yeah.
That's okay, Richie, because when I come in for one of our future episodes, again, there's more stuff that it's just come in that I haven't even gotten yet. So I will be doing the review of the Mercer from the G.I. Joe line, from Sergeant Slaughter that you reviewed last week. And there's also the Crimson Bat.
Yes.
So, and there'll be more stuff in, I'm sure, between now and then. So, yeah, we have some brand new reviews are coming up, and we're also going to hype up a little bit because Richie and I are going to start kind of prepping for it in November. But our big year-end stuff, where we're going to be covering our favorite toys of 2025. We're going to be doing some top 10 lists, and we will definitely have some shit list entries. I feel like I'm gonna have to create a whole shit list design
naughty and
for
nice
the episode.
List.
Naughty and nice list. Yes, we're gonna do that because we do have strong opinions about stuff. Even stuff that we have, even stuff that we love, is going to be appearing on our naughty and nice list. Mm-hmm. So that's some of the stuff you can look forward to coming up in the next coming months. It's going to be a grand old toy time.
That's right. See you later, folks.
Yeah. Bye. We'll take it for the children. Thank God. I mean, what is out there for the children these days besides Wu-Tang? Very little.
That new series of 1984 is coming out right now. Go!
K-pop Demon Hunters. I think that's it.
That's true.
So it's Wu-Tang, K-pop Demon Hunters. Just those two things are for the children. Oh, you're not recording? You didn't get my awesome Will Ferrell Harry Carey impression?
No, I think I did that on purpose.
They call me Whiskers because I'm so curious. Too late. Got it in. Ha ha ha. Suck that. Take it. Take it, face, Richie.